Hey, this is Jerry Akin at Pierce Chapel. Thank you for joining me for this week's midweek meditation. You may hear me talk sometimes about sanctifying grace or moving on towards perfection, meaning that God's grace at work within us is continuing to work, is continuing to change and transform us, and it's an ongoing work that never ends. Paul talked about this in his letter to the Philippians. And right there at the beginning of the letter, in chapter 1, verse 6, he says, I am sure of this, that he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ. That's a wonderful promise. It means that I'm a mess and he ain't through with me yet. I knew a man at my last appointment who used to say that. Every time I saw him, I would say, how are you doing? And he would say, well, I'm a mess. And he ain't through with me yet. God is going to continue working in our lives, continue working in our heart to transform us into the people that he longs for us to become. And that work is going to continue all the way up until we stand face to face with Jesus. He who began a good work in you will complete it. He will continue working on you. As long as you continue to say yes, he will complete it all the way up until the day of Jesus Christ. Now, that doesn't mean that he expects you to be perfect right now. It means that he expects you to get up when you fall. George MacDonald talks about this when he says, a father looks on his child as they're taking their first few steps, and he's proud. The father is proud of the child, and when the child stumbles, he is delighted to see the child get back up. But when the child is a full-grown man, he's not going to be proud of this child that keeps falling down. He expects the full-grown man to walk upright and to be strong. And it's the same thing with our Heavenly Father. He knows we're going to stumble. He knows that we're learning to walk. But as we grow, we are growing in strength, we are growing in stability, and we are being transformed into the strong person of character God is intending for us to become. We have free will. We can say yes to his transformation, or we can say no. But to say yes to Jesus means that we are saying yes to that grace, that he who began a good work in us will continue to do that work all the way up until the day we see Jesus.